added, and it's like so much worse than the original was. It's lovely.
Yes.
The horror is like turned up to
Oh,
11.
okay.
Yeah.
I didn't know what at all is
I know,
being
I saw
talked
your face
about,
and was
and
like,
when
I'm
you
getting there, I'm getting there, hang
sounded
on, I'm getting there.
positive, and you're like, it's so
It's
much worse. I was
fantastic.
like,
Um,
hold up.
we watched all of I think Ben and I both watched the same compilation of endings at different times.
Nice.
Right, honey?
I don't think we talked about it. Yeah, I did.
My favorite of the creepy endings is the Mary in the museum
Oh, hell yeah.
painting. I was like, I wouldn't want to play this, but this shit is brilliant. Like, this is
Yeah.
so spooky.
That's 13-year-old Lunar
Oh my god.
discovering video games. So you can see why I'm a little warped.
Mm.
The rest of it is natural.
Um,
What game?
Ib,
Ib.
IB.
Ib?
So
You-
it's not by an English creator, and originally we thought her name was supposed to be Eve, like EVE. But Ben shared a thing about Ib, and I was like, oh no, it's probably just Ib.
Mm.
It's what, an Egyptian god, I think?
No, it's an Egyptian concept. It's
Concept, that's right.
something to do with the weighing of the heart against
Yeah.
a feather. I don't remember.
Oh,
that's
that
Dutch style.
Yeah, yeah.
yeah.
See if you're a good person.
What I really enjoyed about it, besides because we watched Lunar do a playthrough, and I really liked the way you commentated and played the game. It was very nice. Uh, it's one of the rare games where there's a lot going on and they just don't explain what's happening and never give you an answer, and it makes you focus on the characters instead. So you really bond with these characters as the game goes on.
How did Annette make a painting? Don't feel bad about it. Don't ask questions. Just ruin his painting.
Just
Yeah.
really.
Just make the painting.
Is that not frustrating as a player?
I
Um,
know I have 330 hours in Elden Ring that doesn't give you a tutorial. I am so into a game where it's like, put me in, here's the world. Everybody else knows what's going on because they all live in this world. So you should
Yeah.
too, figure it out.
And
But that's also as like a autism ADHD thing, that's how I live in this society.
Yeah.
Mm,
Yeah.
So it's normal.
that's a really good way to put it. I will also say I don't know what it's like to play it, so it might be mechanically because the puzzles get a little obtuse at times. But
The old game.
yeah, it's an old game. But the lore, it's more like there's a lot going on in the story, but like Elden Ring. It's also not telling you what's going on the whole time. And so,
well, go ahead, sorry.
go ahead.
It's also the strength of like the concept itself isn't too heavy, which is evil painter makes evil paintings that are spooky. Like I feel like sometimes when people get too high concept, then you're like, okay, what are we doing here? But you're like, oh, they're spooky paintings. I'm gonna be spooked by the paintings. I can live with that.
Yeah.
I'm so bright.
It's not
though.
like elitist obtuse.
No.
No, you can. I figured it out.
Yeah.
It's not difficult. It's not difficult to figure out.
Although I do love elitist obtuse too, as Lunar knows with everyone's looking for the bathroom.
Yeah, I think in my mind, and you can all correct me, slash, this is not a spoiler, but it's kind of a spoiler. Like, you have a character that you accompany for most of the game, and they never tell you who this person is, why they're there, or what is going on.
You just know they're a
And
twink bottom.
you just know that they are, and I think actually canonically kind of queer, from what I've learned. But it's because,
13-year-old Lunar didn't know what twink was, okay?
yeah, in
This
Japanese,
Lunar does, but originally he was a very attractive teen man, and I really liked him.
Oh
Yeah.
no, high school Ben would also want to kiss the boy. It's fine.
he's a very sweet boy. But there's never a moment where it's like, this is the deep, dark reason why I'm in here with you. He's just a guy, and you have to
Like,
work
yeah.
together to get out.
He
And
makes a few mentions about like, I don't really have any friends to go with me, but it's easier. Like, it's better alone anyways.
yeah,
Yeah.
And so because of that, all you really focus on is the bond between him and the main character. And it makes the game a lot stronger as a result. In my opinion, Lunar can disagree with me. It was so nice. It was weirdly simultaneously spooky and cozy.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah. The Game
A great
Maker
combo.
era games are all like that. Like I don't know where it is on my shelf. Mad Father is another one that I would love to play, but that one has timing based puzzles, and I excel at getting just run down by time based puzzles. I'm the worst at them. But it's the
Mad
same.
Father.
Yeah, Mad Father is. There's definitely trigger warnings for Mad Father. Like definitely trigger warnings. But it's the same kind of cozy, creepy. All of the games of that sort of era are.
Oh, this seems promising.
Yeah,
Oh.
it's.
I'm working up the courage to play Fear and Hunger Termina, which is like I don't even know if I can stream it because it is an R-rated video game.
Yeah.
But there's this one song on the soundtrack that I listen to almost every day because it's just so cozy, alongside all the absolute horror.
I'm gonna send it to you, Ben, if I can find it. There was a Steam game in one of the sales that I got and then had to unget because of some of the trigger warnings. And if I can find it again, I'll send it to you because you might like it.
Gotcha. I'm also trying to purchase those games preemptively because you might have heard of these crazy conservative moms who are trying to get any game with sexual content delisted.
Oh my God, so guess what? The government here recently did a survey about whether we should have books with sexual content in school libraries. Was the question they asked. Was the question we answered. So then they pulled all of the queer novels out of schools.
In Alberta or across the
Yep.
whole oh Jesus.
Did they mention anything about queer? No. They didn't ask anything about that. They didn't mention it once. It was all just sexual content. And so we were like, yes, a school is a place of learning. This is not educational. It's not entertainment. You're not going to get porn. That's the internet.
The internet, yeah.
And then they just pulled all
Millions.
the queer books of any kind. And we were like,
You really are in the Texas of Canada.
I'm not kidding when I say that there's a Calgary here and a Calgary there, and there's a fucking reason for it.
Oh my god.
Yeah, so we're having a bit of a spat with the government. Not that we've ever stopped.
They're too dumb to know the difference, or they know,
No.
but
That
they're
was
Oh, they
intentional.
know. Oh, they
Intentional.
fucking know. And they know
Yeah.
if they said queer in any capacity, we would be on them like hounds. Saying,
Yeah.
oh, really?
Release
So
the
boys
hounds."
can't hold hands with boys, but you can have books about incest and sexual assault and all of these other things with hetero couples. That's okay? But two guys holding hands is not? Like they knew exactly what they were doing, and we just didn't catch on fast enough.
Oh, 2025. And all of life
Yeah.
related to queer person. But 2025.
Yeah. Neat trajectory, this one. Well,
I'd like to talk to the writers. I have
Yeah.
some critiques.
yeah,
It's
I,
worse than in Just Like That, and that's hard to do.
Where is the comedic relief?
It's coming. It's coming. But in a world where we do get to make at least most of the decisions, we some poor things are still happening, but nothing that some magical and mechanical sword nonsense can't solve. No one has a mechanical sword, I don't think. Mechanical sword, that's just a sword. I'm sorry.
Maybe you click the end like a pencil and
Ooh, like a little like I like it.
I know it's not a sword, but like the pizza cutter weapon from like Bloodborne.
That's an Elden Ring too, isn't it? Yeah, it's like a big wheel and it's got like spikes on it, and then it revs up and you just pizza cutter people. It's
For
fucking
real?
amazing.
Yeah, it is mandatory. They go.
It is.
Where's the
mandatory.
moon?
That's what I do.
So
When your kid is hurting,
you are
there's
on
nothing you can do about
an exciting first attempt here.
What the fuck?
that's the worst feeling in the world.
You okay, Christine?
Yeah, I'm sorry. When you guys watch the recording, I use YouTube sometimes for like royalty-free music. The ad does not fit the mood at all. Having
no.
so much fun. Hunter's dad's got a real sad story.
Oh no!
Can't wait for that one. I don't know if delayed trigger warnings are a thing, but I guess maybe one for that. All right. We are on the first real job for the Ethereal Agency. You have come to the aid of these poor, sad, helpless antique shop owners who may have previously run from a life of crime, but who hasn't in their past. And destined, devoted to helping these poor antiquers, you've decided to follow the one and only lead that you had to rip out of them like medieval dentists. But you got there and learned the barest of details that a greasy alcoholic gnome sometimes hangs out at the burlesque joint down on the second ring. His name's Dovik Reed Hollow. He's most definitely not going by that. And maybe he plays chess. Anyway, the best ethereal agency,
It worked, okay?
detective agency in the galaxy, will not be stopped. Heading down, you built a plan and executed it perfectly. Found a gnome, fit the description, seemed anxious, and like maybe someone who had just perhaps run from a criminal organization, stolen a priceless artifact to be fenced at an antique shop, would have taken, who's to say, a few $1,000s to spend at a burlesque joint and have the time of his month. You brought him outside, and he insisted he'd never heard of anybody named Dovik Reed Hollow. He was not part of some organization that seemed to have any nefarious wrongdoings. He did mention a young intern who he was pretty annoyed at having to train. He was pretty sleazy, but if that's a crime, well, most of this area is probably going to be having a tough evening. A man named Benny Hartford seemed genuinely confused. You did convince him, however, after really scaring the shit out of him, to get out of here, not head back inside with his poor demeanor, but instead gave him an unreadable business card from Tenebris and 5 credits, which he happily accepted and went drunkenly on his way.
It's not unreadable if you know what it says.
Well, this gentleman does not, but perhaps he'll hire someone. You switch tactics. Having first gone with the honeypot approach with a done-up click, you instead decided to hone in on a very specific detail you were able to pull out of Benny Hartford about another greasy alcoholic gnome. Those details were offered by him, but not suggested by you, but he kind of got the picture. That he was a degenerate gambler as well, something you'd think his closest friends would have shared, but alas, they seemed a little stressed. You suggested to him, in the smoothest of ways possible, that there was a high rollers only game happening just next door in just 10 minutes. What a lucky fucking break for old Vicky Selstreet, as he was trying to call himself. You saw he had to excuse himself from the large gentleman, Nine Fingers, as he's called, holding court in the middle of this burlesque club. A bit of a tense situation. Clearly, if this is your man, he has not jumped out of the frying pan, but however, back into the fire. You get him outside, and he crumbles very quickly. He tries to lie about his name. You just call him Dovik from the start, and he gives one of the worst lies any of you have seen in person. Trying to conceal a little bit what might be happening, Tenebris, you shock and grasp him, pull him into the alleyway. You do 4 damage to him, actually, at the time, while the rest of you begin to surround him to do your questioning or kidnapping, or who knows really what your intention is with this gentleman who may or may not have stolen a painting. What you do know is, while you are outside in this area, this district of the Second Ring, there are 2 bouncers still outside the club. Bjorn has noticed that they are under the influence of a mild psychedelic known as a blitz stick, something that realistically will be keeping them daydreaming until someone is right in their face, not likely to be eavesdropping on what you are doing. A group of invisible hovering drones with some definite combat abilities, and most likely, at the very least, some visual cameras. That's the word for them. That's what they call them. With their height, it's unlikely that there's microphones attached, but you are still choosing to be safe. And a very keen pickup on Bjorn's side noticed some unusual activity between a group of roughly 3 to 5 rats. And over the course of your first interrogation, it became very clear that they were not your ordinary rodent. Something about their communication, their covering, almost giving signals when people weren't looking. Cueing Tenebris to give a little
Mozzarella stick.
Yeah, I was trying to offering
What else
of a mozzarella stick. They sneakily took that away and seemed rather pleased by it. Before you completed your kidnapping of your second suspect, they left a jade comb, a human-sized jade comb, not the size of a human, but a jade comb for a humanoid's head, with Tenebris. Very sneakily, again, not even a trace of a rat to be noticed. With that, unless anyone can note anything in particular or important that I may have glazed over, here we are, the start of session 27. You are in an alleyway. I believe all of you are down here because Bjorn, I think instead of just taking your high ground approach, I think you did a neat Batman jump down behind him to corner him so he couldn't get away. Oh, that's right. Elior came into the alleyway with Sud on his head, both of them trying to clap intimidatingly, but instead Sud doesn't really come off that intimidating, so that sort of ended.
I still need Sean's permission to determine if that's canon, but in my brain it's there. So.
Sorry. Thought that was an appropriate moment to take a bite of a tater tot. So, Vicky Sell Street confesses, I'm Dovin. The fuck you gonna do about it? Who are you? He, at this point, however, has been dragged into the alleyway, so he's a little less confident of himself. Now, Tenebris, do you leave him standing, or as you grasp and pull him, do you toss him to the ground?
No, I think he'll just continue to come with me.
Okay.
And then he'll just stand where I'd like him to stand. And I don't think I'm gonna take my hand off the back of his head.
Right? This is not the grandest of introductions I've had. Would you mind telling me why you feel the need to assault a gnome in the middle of the night?
Oh no, he's a gnome. Yeah, okay, I'm gonna take my hand off the back of his head because I'm like carrying him. Sorry, I forgot he was a gnome.
Like, A cat from the scruff of the neck.
Yeah, just carrying it by the scruff of the neck. No, he can stand. I'm sorry.
I didn't think that it would be Elior will step forward now, having been internally very embarrassed by everything that's happened up until this point. Is just going to very bluntly look at him and go, I didn't think you'd want to talk about one of your former employers in the middle of a crowded bar.
Some kind of threat or something?
No,
I don't know what you're trying to get at. Former employer? What? I worked for a few shitty sports bars. I barely got fucking papers.
Dovik. If I've learned anything in my short time on this planet, it's that everybody thinks I have an ulterior motive, and so I need you to listen to me very carefully when I tell you. I know you worked for the Gutter Lights, and I need your help getting some information.
Shut the fuck up. Shut the fuck up. Jesus Christ. Alright, I knew you guys were fucking crazy, but I didn't know you were stupid.
I'm gonna shoot right near his feet.
Honey, you missed.
Damn.
I did an excellent Birdman jump, and my friend here did a wonderful job tasing your ass. Maybe you could put some respect on our names.
I could tase him again.
That
I'm back
might
to
kill him.
regular click, not cute click anymore. And I'm gonna like try to like use Beetle to make like what's his fucking name? Some fucking endgame.
Ender?
Oh.
Beam?
Big purple guy.
Thanos.
Oh, Endgame, sorry.
Yeah, Thanos. A fucking glove. I want a fucking glove.
Yep.
And
I was
look
wondering
like
why you were
real
going-
evil now.
going like this.
She's gonna
She's gonna
fist him.
fist him.
Shut the fuck up.
I never thought I'd say that at the same time as someone else.
And
That
me
is
to
the bottom
boot.
of my jinx list.
I am considering this next part deception. As Elior goes, you're making a lot of assumptions about what we're capable of.
I'm. Go ahead. Go ahead. You wanna?
I haven't gotten to roll it since we leveled up. I know I'm gonna win, but I need to. Oh, that's a 29.
Well, he rolled a 13,
Hey.
so I'm sure. I
Can
think
I
he has a
give-
plus 16 to his insight.
Can I give Dovik guidance to see if he can even
Yeah,
get
yeah.
anywhere
You
fucking
slap him
close?
on the back. Yeah.
I just give him a real quick tase again.
Oh, he feels like he gets a little bit closer. Somehow,
Like, what, a 2 instead of a
somehow
1?
a like intimidation via deception that you hitting him is somehow helping him see through this more, but also still nowhere. It's like you helped, but he's like he doesn't know what the fuck to think.
Disoriented.
Yeah.
Sounds like the right word.
I'm fucking. There are 3 kinds of people who say that word as brazenly as you just did. Very confident members, out-of-towners who are not familiar, and fucking morons who are looking to get themselves killed.
Consider us.
Fair.
I apologize that I did not give you the benefit of the doubt, but I assume since you tracked me down in the second ring at a burlesque joint that people do not frequent if they're not looking to be here, that you weren't out-of-towners. But I pray that I am wrong, and it's not the first one, because if it is, I assume I'm fucking dead already. So what is it? What are we doing here?
Well, I do believe I just said to you that on the short time I've been on this planet, I've learned one thing. So maybe, Dovik, we can put on those critical reading earplugs, or take the earplugs out of our mouth and do a little bit of critical thinking.
Also, you are not dead yet.
I'm not trying to be difficult, but you phrased that like a question. I am not dead yet. I am making that statement. I'm pretty positive of that.
No, and if this conversation continues pleasantly, then you will leave here with your life.
That is the least assuring sentence someone has said to me in the past week. Easily. and you don't want to see where I get my lunch.
Oh.
Is it the general closet? Because I don't think they're doing good business right now.
Nah, it's Subway.
Oh, even worse.
Space Subway.
Why
Eat
would you?
space.
Okay, no, I am sorry. I have two questions. One, why would you not get a Space McRib? Why would you go to Subway? And two, and I turn to Bjorn, does the general closet serve food?
We haven't had a fucking Space McRib on this godforsaken planet in a century. You guys got Space McRibs? Do you have? I understand my life is in danger. If I die, this could be my last meal. I will give you most of my money. I don't have a lot. I'm a poor gambler, but I will give you 10 credits for a Space McRib. Do you have one?
I have not had one. No. Why
Fuck.
do you only have 10?
Pat, do I have a Space McRib?
No, none of you have a Space McRib.
Tenebris, to answer your question, there was an apron in the shop that said sandwich artist. Now that I think about it, that might just mean something else.
It might, yes. I can see. Lunar can see that. Tenebris cannot.
Oh my god.
Tenebris just blinks innocently. and returns to Dovik.
I just want the record to be totally clear. For those that want to kill you, I'm in the affirmative. Just in case you're curious.
Excellent stuff. I will say I'm confused. Clearly, you know some information about me. And I don't know anything about you aside from the fact that there are more of you than I can count right now. So I don't think you need to thank you. I don't think you need to try the intimidation route, because I again know, based on how you have handled me and carried me into this alleyway, that if I was not supposed to be alive right now, that wouldn't happen. So if you knew things about me, one of the things you will also know is that I am spineless, and I will tell you what you would like to know. So please, just ask me questions, and we do not have to do this tough guy thing.
Oh, Dovik, I really do think I've been misunderstood. Elior is going to now take a seat in front of him, and maybe not, because the ground's gross. I have prestidigitation. Can I use prestidigitation to make the ground
absolutely.
clean to sit on it?
Absolutely. As you do this, he is very scared of you right now. This is not he is used to big angry people, and when they know things about you and they can blackmail you, they either are going to immediately hurt you to show you that they don't care what you're going to say, or they're just going to tell you what they want so they can take it from you. You are very much frightening him right now, and you can there has been kind of a low simmer on his mood. He was the guy with the mute on his trumpet. That trumpet is going fucking crazy right now. He is so afraid of you. You can see it in his eyes.
I think Elior is going to sit down after he did the Presbyterian.
My mom is Presbyterian, please!
After you place press your luck.
So
We get Elior a stool!
after I convert, I'm going to sit down on the ground and go, Dovik, I think there's been a bit of a misunderstanding. You are confusing my, I put this in air quotes, intimidation with exhaustion. You see, I've been on a bit of a wild goose chase with my crew for the last couple of days, trying to work on some things. And, well, this city, this whole planet, it's not the easiest to get our kind of work done. So let's start over. Does that help with the trumpet, Pat?
Yeah, it's starting to simmer. It's not muted at all, but it's simmering. Okay.
Are you familiar with an antique shop several rings up from here and its two owners?
Fucking cunts. Uh-huh.
I'm gonna take that as a no then.
Oh, I have no intention of getting my ass kicked for making stupid lies here. I am familiar. I am familiar.
Then I also
What? Fuck. Fucking Chris, I cannot believe this.
To be very clear, they're not looking to hurt you, and really neither are I. But as far as we're aware, you're the last person that knew of the location of a very priceless artifact.
Last person I was not. The last person, I most certainly am not the last person who was aware of any artifacts. I very much clean my hands of any and all artifacts. That's what I did.
Which
And
artifact?
where did you clean them?
I cleaned them at a shitty antique shop that has been established.
What were you going to say, Lunar?
Which antique are we speaking of?
The painting. Yeah, I'm not playing a game yet. You know, you have me dead to
I know,
rights. It is
I
a
know.
painting.
I just wanted to know if there were others.
No, there was.
From what I have seen, hired up directors often have multiple pieces of art.
That's fair. That is fair. They told you a lot. They told you it came from the director. Fuck.
You
Well,
told
let's just say they're
them.
not having a great time.
Well, I know I told them. I trusted that ass. Well, I didn't trust him, but I mean, money. Fuck, he is scared. He's scared. He should be. I'm scared. You aren't. Hang on. This is interesting because I know you know a good bit about me. So there's a lot of missteps I could make if I tried to. I and my friends were formerly part of this group you have named. You know this. We know this. They left before I did. He was always a little bit smarter than me. I did choose to take this painting. You are right. That there are some other notable pieces of decoration, we shall say. Most of them are more of a sapphic variety. So I didn't feel that those would be cased quite as well at an antique shop, which is really the only place I had to fence any goods. So this had a bit of a more well, the director was very particular about it. In fact, he used to hang this curtain over when people were in his office. We always kind of wondered what it looked like. When I got in there, I saw it's just a stupid fucking painting. But they yeah, I took that, and he had a card that had like 5 to 1,212 credits on it. It's got about 400 now, 512 now. But realistically, I mean, it was just sitting there. The guy does not need it. That I kept, and my friends did not know about that. That is most of what happened, honestly. I have died yet, and you haven't hurt me again, so I assume that tracks. Does that track with what you heard?
Well, I
Mostly.
was about to ask for your side of the story, but go ahead. Elior will look up at Tenebris.
I am confused. You want my side of the story, or am I
Oh.
allowed to shock him again?
No, sorry. Ryan was saying something, cut you off, and so I'm telling you that in character, I'm saying, go ahead. What were you going to say?
Oh, no, what was I gonna say? Something like, yes, it tracks.
Okay.
William is as much of a loudmouth as I remember. So I'll say this in addition, and then I would like, I know I'm not in a position of power, but if I could ask a question or two, maybe we could have a discussion, learn some things together. I am aware that the painting is no longer in possession of this antique shop, the Missing Piece.
How were you
Am I-
aware of that? Was that just talking to us, or?
No, Liam has reached out to me
Ah.
several times, accusing me of telling people that this painting was there.
Did you?
I did not. I did not do that because if I told someone that this painting was there, that means that I know where the director's painting is after having left and tried to change my name and joined a separate criminal organization in a worse state to try and protect myself. That would be a very dumb thing to do for a person who is not trying to bring attention to themselves, would be to tell people who are still involved with the organization where to return the thing that I personally took from the organization. Does that, I mean, I know maybe that part was not told to you by Liam since you are here, but does that make sense to you as people who seem reasonable? Because again, I'm still not dead.
Insight check on that.
Absolutely.
That's a 21.
Nice. I'm not
He-
giving him guidance. Get fucked.
Talking clearly calms him down. And yeah, what he said was true. In fact, he offered up information that either added to or confirmed other things without necessarily needing to. He expanded a little. And you can tell, almost without necessarily realizing it, that trumpet is much softer now. He seems pretty collected. You
Elior.
don't think he's lying, but if he had said that maybe a minute ago, you might be able to get a better read. Right here, you think that's the truth.
Wow. He must have rolled very high deception if he was lying at a 21. All right. Well, for right now, let's assume that I believe. So, just to be very clear, you had nothing to do with the disappearance of this painting yesterday, or several. The recent disappearance of this painting is what Elior actually says. But you do affirm that you know how it got to its last destination.
And you know nothing else about it beyond that it was behind a velvet curtain for the longest time?
Am I understanding?
Let me ask you a question. I think I've been pretty fair. You have been assaulted. What's in it for you? Why do you care?
I collect art. That painting has special meaning. And if it is free, I would like it.
Roll deception.
You have my fucking dice. So that is like it's a 20 in the sluttiest little top, and then shorts that have a +6 on the ass, so it's a 26.
Wow, that's a hot 26.
That's pretty. That's
Really
pretty good.
filthy.
That's pretty good.
I thought I'm not even the bar, and I was like, oh my god, it's filthy.
Oh. I was just coughing, Christina.
He looks at you and goes, I fucking knew there was something about that paint. What is it? There's something, it felt weird. It felt weird when I held it. Fucking felt weird. What is
If
it?
it felt weird, why did you let go of it?
I didn't want to have a painting that fucking felt weird that the director of my organization was definitely going to be looking for.
Yeah, Tenebris, I'm actually with him on that one.
Then
I fenced
Sorry.
it off to my buddy with a guarantee to make some extra money on the back end after it sold. I figured it wasn't ever going to do anything, so I took the 500 he gave me and I ran with it. I don't give a fuck. How much is it worth?
I guess you will never know.
Oh fuck, no, please tell me. I mean,
You
it's not.
had every chance to find out.
Well,
And you
what
instead
do you mean I had
took
every
the
chance
money.
to find out? How could I have found out what that stupid painting was worth? I don't know who you are. I don't know paint people. The fuck kind of circles do you think run around here? I'm sorry, I'm stepping over my. What? Okay, so you're an art collector. How the fuck do you know this is here?
My captain has very good ears and tends to be in the right place at the right time.
Well, and we didn't know that the painting was here until we offered to help.
I can't help you.
I shoot him in the foot.
Now, I was going to clarify, as he's now in retching pain. We all have our reasons for being interested in this painting and have our own methods of communication.
Some of us are less verbal than others.
Sorry, it's just a slime, you piece of shit. Listen, just be happy that I kind of kept it in my pants this long.
He has missed twice. That
Doesn't
is
sound good. You
a record, I would say.
The gun, my gun.
Bjorn. Make a perception check. For Bjorn.
Oh. Doo-ba-doo-boo.
I know the cross-stitch calls.
Not bad, 15.
In your peripheral vision, you see two rats get up on a dumpster and fucking wave at you. Just you. They're specifically looking at you. They're waving you over to them. It's quick. They get up there, they see, they catch your peripheral, and they get right back the fuck off. They don't want anyone to notice them.
So they were like waving me over to where they're at?
They two climbed up, and as soon as they saw that you caught it, they immediately went back and they duck over like further to the right on the alleyway.
Okay, I'm just gonna kinda like tap the captain on his shoulder in a way that's meant to convey like, I'm gonna go handle something, you don't need to worry about it.
Oh, Elior will nod.
And I'm gonna go rat chatting.
All right. Yeah, Dovik is on the ground. He is like trying not to scream. He's kind of like muttering to himself and like, "Ah, why did you shoot me? I'm fucking helping you."
I just don't like the fact that you feel like you're starting to get leverage in this conversation, because I don't really think you understand what an interrogation means. So you're not gonna get anything out of this conversation.
He seems his fear has come back. Those trumpets are going wild. Bjorn, you see as you come over, one rat will like cut across one side of the alleyway, and you can see there's like it's like a little alcove where an electrical box used to be. You can see there's still like a little like pipe coming out of the ground, but it's been filled with concrete. There's another one that looks like it's actually kind of open, and you can see one rat is kind of like effectively holding himself up on that pipe, and the other one has cut across kind of from the dumpsters that they signal you at over there, and then kind of like again will like move its head to pull you on over.
I swear to God, if these rats try to kill me, it's just gonna be not fun for anyone. Yeah, I'm following. I'm coming.
As you get over, the one that that had kind of led you will kind of scurry up to the pipe and go down. The one that was in there will kind of go, and you can hear some like squeaks, and he will come out. He'll like kind of drop down from the pipe, and another one, both like light gray fur, and both of them will kind of like look at each other. They seem like they're kind of doing one thing, and then they will look at you, and both kind of like stand up on their hind legs. And one of them, the one that's kind of been watching for the whole time, will go, "Hello there. I hope we haven't concerned you. Many of your kind do not care for us, but we took the offering from your party as a sign of good faith. Have I read this situation correctly?"
Yeah. I'm not eked out by your kind, although I thought normally I had to either be under a spell or deluded by a substance to speak to you.
That is generally very true. The third opportunity, however, that you are mistaking is that there is a spell perhaps that we could be under the influence of. That of the awakening spell. Me and my whole clan have been gifted by a very benevolent druid, long may he rest, but there are many of us below, and well, we've sort of outgrown our more genetic cousins to wish for a life that reaches more the bounds that you may look for. I apologize. I have yet to introduce myself. I am Circumference. This is my brother Radius.
Oh my god.
My name's Bjorn. Bjorn
Right.
Askaber.
Oh, what a fascinating name. I love that. Write that down. Radius. Remember that. I apologize. I hope I haven't offended. That's just,
Can it be
we meet
like,
so few people that are
Sir, like
willing
like,
to.
Sir, like I knight you, Sir. Conference.
That's how I've written it.
Good Drag King name. Well, I'm always happy to talk.
I understand. You're in the middle of something serious. That pleasantries can wait. Your party is being watched now. Not yet, but the gunshots. They've alerted the drones. They're closing in on this area. I would say you've got minutes before some of the droid police close in on the area. For your kindness, there's a sewer grate 10 feet to your left. We could direct you to a safe way to get out of the area without being seen, if you would accept the help. But I understand we're unknown, so take the information as you would.
No, I appreciate that. Thank you. Let me just get back to my party and fucking knew Levi shouldn't have shot his gun. Yeah, we'll be right there. Just give me a moment.
Absolutely. We shall prepare. Radius, gather.
Bjorn will walk back to the party. I think he'll just kind of lean into Elier's ear. I know it's gonna sound like I'm on drugs. I'm not currently. A bunch of rats just warned me there are drones coming to shoot us, so we might need to escape through some sewers.
So we've got Dovik bleeding out of his foot right now, and I'm trying to remember. I have to check my spell list real quick. Give me 1 second.
Did you say fucking rats are talking to you? Oh my god, I'm so fucking dead.
Can I walk over there and... I forget if I used this today, my healing hands. I don't think I did. That was yesterday. So I can restore 5 hit points and probably just keep him from bleeding out in an alleyway.
Or, at least make him able to walk.
Yeah. Are we taking him with us? Do we need more from him?
Dovik, you have very limited amount of time to get out of here, and we still have 1 or 2 more questions. I say you come with us, and then we part ways.
I think that if there are police drones coming and you have shot my fucking foot, even thank you for now healing it, and what I will assume is not a planned torture, I think I'm not getting out of here if I don't follow you, so, okay.
Okay.
Just be kind to the rats,
Don't
please.
worry, we have a moped.
They gonna fucking touch
We
me?
are not putting him on the moped.
We'll put his foot in the back so it doesn't bleed on it.
I just stopped the bleeding. Now let's hurry up and hang out with the rats.
I did forget, you did take the bitchin' moped down here. The bitchin' moped will not fit down the sewer.
No!
You can choose to try and take the moped. You don't need to take the sewer. You can choose to try and leave
Beetle
the
drive
area.
moped?
I don't.
Stop nudging my computer.
But it's not positioned correctly. I can't get the heat if it's not over there.
That's fair.
Also,
So
if
yes, but you'd have no way to communicate with Beetle once it was out of your range, and if Beetle did not make it home, you would have no way of knowing where Beetle was. You can say, Beetle, take this back to or get to this place and try and get there, and once Beetle is out of your range, you would have to go there and hope that Beetle made it.
Can I give Bjorn the jade comb
Don't trust it.
that the rats gave me so that they know that I know that they know and then he knows and I can just take the moped back?
Aren't the drones gonna chase you? I mean, I guess if you leave right now, you might be fine.
Levi?
seeming that I don't really like to be one to gather information, I would probably more prefer to run interference. If it's all the same.
And I think you do a wonderful job. Do you
That
mind
is a-
taking?
Better option. I do not know how to drive.
Nor do I really. Bye.
I take the comb back from Bjorn since I'm staying. It's my comb.
Fair enough.
Levi starts walking away and he's like, just tell me where to meet you later.
Where we're Ellie
You get
doesn't
a-
want to say where he's staying, so he's trying to figure out how to say.
You get a ping from Tenebris in your head and said, most likely the hotel?
Oh, that makes sense. Okay. Okay, bye.
Uh,
Oh, wait, when you're out, if by any chance you find like little poofy balls or something that I can put on my moped, that'd be cool.
Bjorn will run over and grab him and give him a kiss and say, "Do not get caught or killed. Because if you get caught or killed, we can't have any fun tonight.
Oh. Okay.
Trumpets and saxophones. Elior will turn to Bjorn. All right. I suppose you should direct me to our new rodent friends.
Yeah. To the rats.
All right.
They're not going to eat us. This is fine.
So, you head back over to the grate that you had. You can hear there's movement, like, it sounds like the running steps of some heavy droids moving through the streets. And as you get to it, you can see the grate starts to sort of shake a little bit, and then is lifted up, and you can see 2 or 3 rats sort of using their backs to pull it off, slide of the way. They kind of grab it. A couple more will come up and move it, and the grate is open. You can see there's a ladder. One will sort of stand, a new one, and go,
Quickly, now, down the ladder. It's about 30 feet, and then there's a nice landing. We'll show you the way from there.
Can I insight the rat?
absolutely.
Okay. I never know when you can and cannot insight non-humans. 21 again, apparently.
Yeah, he is very sincere. He seems like he's a little concerned. That you can see they're all sort of looking about, and they're being a little less secretive now that they've sort of let themselves be known to you. You can see, you've noticed some running on like the rooftops, running surveillance, and they still kind of squeak to each other, but
Yes. Quickly, now, quick. They're just around the corner.
and yeah, you get a very honest vibe from this rat.
All right. Elior will start to climb down the sewer.
I'm imagining that when it says as a bonus action you can magically teleport up to 30 feet to an unoccupied space you can see. That doesn't mean including the gnome you're carrying by the scruff of his neck, or does it?
I will say that what that's
So this is Blessings of the Raven Queen. It's
yeah,
not
that
Mistress.
one. Yeah, I was gonna say I was pretty sure. I just wanted to double check.
Okay, he'll have to walk himself then.
I mean, you can do that as you hold him over the hole, and he can
No.
end up down there. You could try to catch him if you want. He's just.
I will not catch him. I will not even try.
He will. With his foot having been healed a little, he will be able to get himself down the ladder. Do you all head down?
Yeah.
You can see the rats will close the thing above you, and within a minute of getting down there, you can hear movement on the street above you. They have brought to this alleyway in particular, and you're not very close to where the first gunshot was, but probably investigating where that hole is. The rats are kind of congregated. You can see there's probably 10 down here around you. Some are kind of scurrying. You can hear again most just these squeaks, and about half the group will kind of run off down a hallway. The first one will come up circumference, and he'll go.
All right. So it's not a very long walk to the first area. We can get you. It's effectively a quarter turn around the second ring. As far as the patrols go, that should bring us into an entirely different area. Obviously, your faces should be unknown, so it shouldn't be a situation of needing to hide any longer. But if you'd like to go any further, we can direct you there. Does anyone need any refreshments or anything? We do have some fresh bottled water if anyone is parched.
Elior is a little bit dumbstruck, and then puts on his like demeanor he's been putting on with Dovik this entire time, and going, I think we're fine for now. Lead the way.
Absolutely.
but then I want to get a little bit closer to this rat as he's scurrying around and whisper as low as I can what he can still hear me. You are probably the nicest entities I've met since we got here. Thank you very much.
Well, that's very kind of you to say. We try to improve our reputation.
And they will begin to lead you. A group of about 5, realistically, are moving just ahead of you. There's 2 or 3 that are following behind, making sure that nothing is kind of coming through. You can see these ones are all kind of on this path around you, but any others that you see are running up in kind of these ducts and walkways that kind of are all around the walls and upper areas, running on pipes and things like that. So they start to move you through. It's not the most pleasant area, but it's not explicitly like a foul, bad kind of sewer. That this is more where the wastewater is moving through and the drainage, less where plumbing and anything is really being out into. It's about a 5-minute walk around the area. And you can see, you do walk past 1 or 2 other great ladders, and you can see there's rats in those areas, kind of poking up, checking the things, communicating around. And you'll get to one. It seems to be, honestly, you can see probably in the way that the city was structured, very similar, but the cobblestones have like changed in a hue, clearly bought in like a separate time a little bit. And again, sort of 5 or 6 of them will kind of gather. Circumference is talking to one, and he'll sort of push him forward. He seems like an older rat. Hadn't been walking in this area, kind of met up with you around here. And he'll come over. He's got a cane. He seems to prefer walking on 2 legs, and he kind of has it sort of like tucked by his fur and on his little satchel. He'll kind of pull that out and stand.
It's very kind to make your acquaintance. There have been but a handful of your kind that will tolerate us in such a way. I hope I would ask, you seem to be in a bit of trouble at this moment. It's very understandable, but perhaps when things are less dire for you, would you consider perhaps a meeting of our kinds, perhaps a sharing of information and such?
Tenebris immediately turns to Elior and just says, "Please."
Again, Elior is trying to put on a bit of a face for Dovik, so he's going to look
Tenebris has fucking forgot Tovik entirely.
because he still wants to have some command over the situation, and he's going to look at this rat and say, I think that we would have many things to discuss.
Very, very kind of you. I apologize. I'm Fibonacci. I am the elder of this clan. We have we traveled through most of the rings, but perhaps a small token for communication. It's fairly primitive, but they work well for us. Box, Whisker, the stones.
And 2 younger rats with like backpacks run on over, and you can see they've got these sort of like tall, like sanded down rocks in them. And they will both come over and kind of like kneel right by you, and Fibonacci will go,
These are our mystical sending stones. A very powerful arcane magic. If you hold one of them, your thoughts can be transferred to the other stone, and if someone holds that, you can communicate for a period of time. Are you familiar with this technology?
Tenebris shakes her head no. I will roll deception.
Elior goes,
I think I saw them in a museum once.
I think they've come up in. Elior piggybacks off of that and looks like I think I've read them in high fantasy books.
Whisker. And one of the bigger ones, who's got mostly white fur, will sort of stand up. He's like a big, bulky rat, and he will walk right up to you, Elior. Are you the captain of this party?
I'll shake my head up and down, give him a little bit of a smirk.
It is an honor to meet you. I am Whisker. I am captain of our guard here. You and I are alike in that way. I'd like to present you this sending stone from us.
Oh, Captain, I
Wow.
much appreciate the gesture. I accept it.
He kind of like, again, will not exactly bow to you, but he does kind of kneel to let you take the stone out, and we'll walk back towards the rat holding the other one. Kind of like, you can see like it's a little like hidden, but they kind of like fist bump each other.
I am trying to conceal my utter delight at everything that is going on right
I'm not.
No,
Tenebris
Yay.
is failing so bad at this. They have never witnessed like tiny rodents who speak and are like so polite. This is everything.
Yes.
It's like ducks all over again.
Bjorn will just turn to Dovik. You can learn a lot from these rats, you know.
Fuck you, buddy.
Fibonacci will look and go,
If this is simply a politeness to avoid uncomfortability, then it is appreciated all the same. But if your interest is genuine, I look forward greatly to speaking with you in a more relaxed setting. Circumference, please see them out safely. Make sure there are no trailing guards.
and Circumference will kind of stand up, kind of being trained as the one to take over. Will absolutely. Before we leave, again, any need for refreshment or rest before we head up?
Oh, out of character. I don't want to metagame, but part of me is wondering if this is where we take a short rest.
If you would like to, he is effectively saying, do you want to take a short rest here?
I don't have anything missing today, which is pretty wild. So I'm
Me
pretty
neither.
good.
I'm good. But I would like to give the
Okay.
last mozzarella stick.
I'm sorry. I would need to short rest because I have bardic inspiration that needs to be refilled. So
Yeah, it takes 10 minutes to short rest, so that's...
Elior, however, and the crew can stop me with this. Are we at the exit to this place?
You're not like, you haven't gone up the ladder. It's not like you're like being pushed out, but yeah, the ladder is in this room that you're in.
Elior's not going to answer the rat just yet. He's going to turn to Dovik and say, "This is your stop. I want you to remember something. That I had the opportunity to leave you at the feet of droids, and I took you through a sewer with some very friendly rats. Because at the end of the day, I really, personally don't want to hurt you. And I hope that if we have any questions going forward, we can ask for your insight."
Wait, Captain, before we let him go, can I just ask him another thing or two?
I nod.
So you didn't tell anyone about the painting, of course, because you get fucking shot for it. Is there anyone who would know your location since you've left? Anyone who could even have a inkling of a connection to the gutter lats?
No, nothing.
Insight check.
I'll do the same thing.
That's a 22.
Oh, I don't think I need to.
Like bullshit.
Oh, 20. Okay.
Bjorn, Elior, and 3 rats all go, bullshit! I guess you got, but the 3 rats call that out, as you can clearly tell.
I want to be clear about something, Mr. Dovik. I was happy to heal you, because dying in an alley ain't fun. These rats might be able to gnaw you to death, and if they can't, I'd be happy to finish the work for them.
May I have the heart then? And the eyes as well?
No one's getting my fucking hot knives.
His gonads I might have already promised to somebody else, but that's fine.
I do not.
Yeah.
Those are shockingly not as potent as one would expect.
I'm not shocked
Hey,
at
you
all.
don't have any idea how potent they are. They're potent enough. They're plenty potent. They're as potent as they need to be. You know what? No one's getting it. Fuck you.
Is that on your dating app? As potent as they need? Let's get back to the point.
So my. Me. I may have. There's no way she knows about the painting. But I may have seen the girl that I've been seeing while we were in the group. But
Is she a friend or an employed friend?
I don't care for the implication there.
Nothing wrong with sex work.
She is a friend.
I see.
I imagine most entities on this godforsaken planet would be more polite than you. She's under no danger if we were to talk to her. And we're able to snatch you up pretty easily. I think we can communicate with her without any danger. So please, give her your name before the rats start gnawing on you.
You mean give us her name?
Yeah.
It's not. Yeah, it wouldn't have been her. There's no.
At this point, Bjorn summons a flaming dagger in his hand and just starts kind of tossing it up and down.
Okay, don't fucking do my other foot. Jesus Christ, Millie. We were a thing for a bit, and I had left, and she was getting sad. She thought I died. She thought they fucking iced me, and I had to let her know that I was good, but I was out of the game, and she can't get out of the game. I mean, it's a whole thing. Y'all know how it goes, but it's not. It wouldn't be Millie. She knows I'm safe, but she wouldn't fucking do that. I mean, come on.
Well, I think we'd like to just confirm that for ourselves. If you could give us Millie's contact information.
Okay. All right, you gotta communicate it?
Yeah.
All right. He will give you Millie's comm number.
Okay.
When you put it in, it does register to a Millicent Gibbons.
Oh.
Oh, Millicent. Any other questions?
I think the only thing I have otherwise is, did you talk to anyone else about leaving the gutter lights? I imagine that would have been a bad idea on your part, but...
No, and you really need to stop saying that fucking name. I know we're even in the sewers, but the gutters, I mean, they listen.
Is it worse to say the gutter lights or the Nautilus Collective?
You're not a fucking art dealer, are you? I don't buy. You know,
I do not
really
deal
fucking.
art. I
fucking,
collect it.
I think your definition
Why
of art
would
is
I
a little
collect-
sketchy. I don't think. I think you're lying. I can't prove it.
Why would you?
Why do
collect
you know
things
about the
and
fucking
then
Nautilus
just
Collective?
sell them?
Wait, why the fuck do you know about the Nautilus Collective?
Because I was in the fucking
Got her like,
GLs. Stop
You-
saying the fucking name. Jesus
You-
Christ! If you like your rat friends, tell them to stop saying. And
You have
circumference.
forgotten. You have not asked any of our names.
What is circumference?
Circumference will, because Dovik will kind of point to him and he'll go, it is usually considered best course to not actually reference that organization. There are mostly boogie stories, but
All right, we'll call them the Green Lanterns then. Same consonants. Don't know what the fuck those guys would be, but anyway.
Dovik goes,
You fucking kidnapped me in an alleyway. Why would I give a fuck what your names are? I asked who you were.
No, I'm saying instead of gutter lights, we'll say Green Lanterns. I don't know why we need to tell you shit.
I am fine if you do not answer my question.
What question did you want to know?
I
What's your
have
name?
already asked it.
I forgot it. I'm sorry. I'm in the sewer with talking rats. I'm missing half my fucking foot. I got the shock of a lifetime.
Which group is worse to name drop? The Green Lanterns or the Squid People?
Down here in Rebma, the Green Lanterns.
Thank you.
Anywhere else in the galaxy, your bold fucking people dropping the Nautilus Club like that.
You're
That's
the one
gonna
that
be
just said the
honest.
fucking name.
Well, yeah, because I'm
Honest.
down here in a fucking sewer, and if I was gonna die already, it was gonna happen. And if it was gonna happen, it was gonna be because you guys can't stop saying fucking Green Lantern.
No! If you were going to die, it would be by my hand because Levi is running interference, and so I do not have to give this kill to him.
Up to him. And on that note, Levi,
you start walking away from the party. The bike was leaned up right across the street from the Prescott building, the one that you guys had walked up to the roof of, checked out some stuff, got a weird fey goop situation broadcasting signals, left it right there, walked down the alley, and have gone on your shenanigans for the past 2 hours. As you head back to the bitchin' moped, you can hear the metallic stomping of a unit making their way to your location. Make a perception check for me.
I just got FF7 motorcycle chase music in my head.
Ooh.
Days of the Highway? Yep.
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 Perception 5.
All right. It's tough to make out exactly where you're getting it from. You're getting closer. You're about a half block away. You can see the bitchin' moped. It's tough to see exactly around the corner on that same street that it's on. You know, there's a parallel street here. There's something off to your left. The noise is a little echoey. The street, there's those sounds in the night. It's getting later, and that's the weirder noises start coming out. You feel like you can hear a buzzing. Again, you can't hear where that's coming from. You do know Bjorn had dropped those invisible drones. You don't see any distortions necessarily, though. It's tough looking right up. You are able to get to the bitchin' moped unaccosted. You have 3 directions, realistically, that you can head in. There is effectively back down the same street that you would come down to get here. Mostly main streets, 1 or 2 side pulls, but nothing very fancy. There is effectively trying to go around in a full loop, like heading even further out from where you would come from, trying to just lose yourself in more of the second ring. Or there is heading out towards the ring center, which is where more of the populated areas are. More likelihood to run into police, but more likelihood to find a crowd to lose yourself in and have a quick exit right around that center, make your way to a stairwell. Those
One.
are your 3. Number 1? Okay.
No, the one with the more crowded people.
Gotcha.
That one.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. Yeah, you check your options. You really try and catch where that noise is coming from, where that main unit is. It's tough to say. You decide to head towards the inner ring. At this time of night, the moped, it's not a loud machine, but it does make a little bit of noise. Turn them on. It moves a lot faster though when there are 5 other people stacked on top of it, and you start going fairly quickly. As you make it 1 block, 2, unfortunately, that noise is not fading. It's growing. You're heading towards it. You can see you're going down this main fair. For the most part, you've got like a few main. The way that most of them are built are almost like kind of like clocks. In each place where a number would be, there's more of like a perpendicular line that goes in towards the inner ring. You're on one of those, probably right around where 3 o'clock would be. There are off streets and alleys, but this is really the main fair that you have to go through. As you're heading down, you can finally see 2 blocks ahead of you. There is a group of 6 units, and they're moving fairly quickly. And from the listening, there is certainly others that had come through. You get the feeling that had you chosen one of the other directions, you would have run in very quickly to one of them, people that were right on the scene. These seem to be more of a backup. They're not moving as fast, but they are coming to the area. As you come up through, you can see now just about a block ahead, 6 of them. You've got 1 alley that's pretty tight to your right. You think you can make it, might take some maneuvering, and a street off to your left. It looks kind of dead, but might be a dead end. It's tough to tell. Which of the 3 do you want to go?
Let me ask you this. So, in what does the immediate surrounding area look like right around those security automatons?
So they're walking past what looks to be a cafe right now, currently closed, but you can see it's got an awning out front, 2 or 3 tables, chairs are flipped up on top. Seems to be a light residential area, mostly like apartment buildings, and then 1 or 2 kind of shops. They're coming up to a convenience store on the corner. And most of the street itself, there's not real cars down here, so there's mostly just bikes, mopeds like that, all sort of lining this little area.
Is there any sort of ramp in that area?
Not as it's set up. You can see there is a table that, if you were able to get it hit, could knock the legs down and become a ramp, like right in the right area. But you'd either have to throw or take a shot to make that happen. I don't know if that's attention you want to grab to yourself.
Yeah, I'm gonna do it. That's the fun option. I'm gonna try and shoot the front legs of the table.
Fuck yeah. All right, go ahead and roll the attack.
23 to hit.
Fuck yeah. So yeah, they're coming right past this cafe. You can see this table up in front of the convenience store set up, and it's the perfect opportunity. You're kind of skimming along the side. You can see their details. It's unclear exactly what they've been told about, but you know, with the drones coming through, it's tough to know how much detail they've seen. Anyone fleeing the scene, especially moving quickly, is probably going to be under suspicion. And as you kind of come into range, they do start to kind of take notice of you. There's a few people on the streets, but really not many, and you are very clearly kind of gunning them away. 1 or 2 start to break off a little bit, and then perfect shot right at the leg, and you can see for a second you start riding towards it, and it kind of is hovering there in the air until kind of crashes down. The other side leans forward. A box of apples that was on top of it just sort of falls and rolls off to either side, and you perfectly just and jump up. You can see two of the drones that had sort of like coming closer. They're gonna try and like block your path, are just like underneath you now, and they're both kind of like reach up with their hands. They don't exactly know how to react here, but you jump off over them, slam down on the ground just like 5 or 6 feet past them, leaving a little bit of a skid mark. And the whole unit at this point will sort of turn and look at you. They all have been walking with just these electric batons at first, and you can see like in unison they will all like slam against their legs, closing them, and will pull out these electric stun guns and just start sprinting after you, Terminator style, just all 6 of them in a unit, just like one after the other.
Levi is now, after this feat, is cackling. He is having the time of his life.
Fuck yeah. All right, so you are being chased now, heading on. You know you've got this main drag. It's another 3 or 4 blocks until you reach the inner ring, and the closest stairwell, if that's your goal, you're going to want to bank a right and go probably just another couple blocks that way, and then take that effective same shot that you took down right back out right towards that stairwell, and you can head to any other ring you want to after that. So I need you, this is going to be a couple checks, so I need you to make a dex check, please.
Oh, 13.
Awesome. Okay. You're able to keep some pretty good control as you land. You're cackling, having a great time. The quick reaction from the droids, they start picking up pace pretty quickly. A few start to fall behind, either differences in how they're made, malfunctions, tripping on the street, getting things just sort of tossed in their way. Half of the pack falls back. There are 2 that are still kind of gaining on you a little bit. Not necessarily gaining, but they're at least keeping pace. Or no, sorry, 2 are gaining on you a little bit. 1 is keeping pace. He rolled just at where you are. And they're starting to pick up a little bit. The 2 that are gaining on you will both come and try and take shots with their electric blasters. So that is going to be a 16 to hit you. Actually, hang on. No, that's only going to be an 8 to hit you, because they would have disadvantage with you on a moving vehicle and them sprinting up with speed. So that first one will miss. The second one, that's actually a lot better. That's going to be a 17 to hit you.
Going to assume that I'm gonna do shield.
Fuck yeah. The first blast goes wide, slams into a potted plant sitting right out front of an apartment building, and just absolutely blasts this poor succulent. These beautiful like purple vines have been coming out, not vines, leaves, you know what they're called, succulent pieces, and tentacles. They got fucking tentacles, you all know it. And you get ready for the second one. You can feel it closing right in, the electricity of it just making the hair on the back of your neck stand, and you pop that shield just in time, and you feel all around, and you even feel the slightest as the battery in the moped, just for the briefest moments, wants to go out. With the shield, it catches the energy, and also you get a little boost of energy as the battery gets overdrive for a second. You got to hold on really tight as it moves you a little bit ahead, but you actually start to gain and break the distance from the 2 of them. I will say they are now keeping up with you, and you have been able to blow that third sucker in the back with quick thinking on a shield right there. You're coming down. You're moving really fast. It's getting a little bit more crowded now. People, late night drunks coming out from not just drunks, people having fun partying. It's not such a bad thing to be out late at night. But they're coming out of the bars. People that were in clubs moving out. You have a bit of a more difficult little area for this. I need you to make This is going to be for maneuvering. Go ahead and make an acrobatics check.
Acrobatics 22.
Fuck yeah. That guy fucking falls down. He runs right into a drunk guy that's trying to show off he cannot do a backflip. The second one is still just keeping up. He is starting to lose pace on you, though. He's not going to be able to take a shot at this range. He knows with his program he's not allowed to make something with that low risk of hitting. So you are continuing on. You make it to that center ring. Do you want to take a right and head towards the closest stairwell, or take a left and try and head into town, lose yourself completely before you try and get out?
How much fun do I want to have? I don't want to be dumb. I'm gonna head into town with
All right.
people.
You bank off to the right. You can see there is a sausage vendor right on the corner. You bank like perfectly, and as you're going, it goes, "Damn, bitchin' moped!"
Can I grab a sausage while I'm driving by?
Absolutely, yeah. The way that the drift goes and like the amount of turning that you have to do while it goes very quickly, like you are in that area for a good few seconds, and he hears it. He's like serving one up to somebody right as it's happening. He goes, "Bitchin' moped," and the guy will take it and be like, "Whoa!" And as he's going, he's just right past you. Thank you. Yeah, sorry. And yeah, you'd be able to grab it right there. He's not even mad, honestly. You continue zooming right through. You're right on that ring. You can see you're right against the wall, effectively looking down into the first ring, and down this low you can see there's effectively this like sunken pit that that's a great word, Pat. Returns to the water, like the bubble that is around most of the city, and down through each of the rings you can see there's this like abyss that sits beneath Redmud that just goes deeper and deeper into this blackness, and you can see the shimmering sort of water floating there. Make a perception check.
Not rolling too bad. 17.
Awesome. Make a wisdom saving throw. This isn't something bad. It's not to hurt you. It's just saving throw is the best thing I can think to do for it.
Natural 1.
Fucking
Thank God.
awesome. Awesome. You are zooming down this thing. You can hear the robotic steps of the droid. He's trying his best to keep up with you. He's still not close enough to be able to get in range to fire another shot, but you've got to be able to shake him before you get to those stairs, or he's going to know that you've at least left this ring, and if they think it's that dangerous, they're probably going to alert other people. But you're moving very good. You see no obstacles. You get a banker right in about a block and a half. But you see in that water, in that abyss, at first you look and you can see it's there, and it's a little maybe spooky, maybe intriguing. I don't know exactly how Levi will feel about it, but you catch this glint, this shimmer that seems to catch your eye. Double take, and you see something move, a shadow, almost impossible, growing. The best way you would have to describe it would be like a Rorschach test. This strange, shifting ink blot, not moving, not flowing, but in one state and then in another, little blobs and dots, circles, with a natural 1 on them. You hear, for what is probably one of the first times outside of one of those mental connections you're having, but just in there, in your head, conversation-wise, Spike, again, it's quiet. I know him. And then again, you hear this running droid from behind you. You sort of have to snap your eyes away from whatever this thing is, this entrancing blob. You've got to turn quickly. You see there's a couple standing by the side of the wall. You veer out from them, make a persuasion or intimidation check, whichever you would prefer, to get these folks out of your way.
Okay. Well, I got better intimidation, so I'm going to do that. 14.
Okay.
You'll see. I don't know if it will freak people out or not, but as Levi's trying to have as much control without hitting anybody as possible, he's gonna, if I would be allowed to do two things. One, I want to use my necrotic shroud. Once per long rest as an action, you can transform, causing all within 10 feet to make a charisma saving throw. Obviously, if I'm moving, hoping that at least I affect enough people. And they have to roll a charisma save of 12 or be frightened until the end of my next turn. So you'll see Levi trying to gain a little bit extra small control. So you'll see like these little like black tendrils reaching out and grabbing like little walls or street signs or something to like kind of like pull him in slight directions to avoid hitting people. But you'll also see involuntarily from his back will be kind of like a like almost like not like a mating call type behavior, but like Spike seems to be trying to replicate what him and Levi had perceived. So like there's like kind of like inky tendrily shapes and different forming imagery kind of coming out of his back.
Fuck yeah. All right, yeah. As you sort of driving towards this crowd, you do frighten most of them. They sort of like, as they catch you and see this, they jump away, unsure that they're seeing what they sort of a glance, and there's just a guy driving down a moped, but all of a sudden there's this sort of horror shot for a second, and the fright definitely makes most of them jump. There's only one or two that sort of stay a little more in your way, and you got to use more of those tentacles to pull yourself around. The one droid, he's fucking stubborn. He's getting a little bit closer. The crowd is definitely jostling him. The people being frightened of you sort of coming into to block him. He's just getting a range. He's going to throw one person off. Is going to try at disadvantage one last time to get a hit on you. That's not going to do it. That's a 6. One last shot. It's going to go into the ground right in front of you. You can see this blue electric ripple just sort of you actually, as it runs across, you can see a rat kind of on a box, sort of like scutter back, making sure it doesn't get hit, and then sort of like jump up onto a roof and scutter away, likely to go share a message. And as you are able to turn the corner and start boosting up this street, you can hear sort of the jostling, and it looks like other pedestrians and maybe some other pieces have gotten in the way, and you are a full 2 blocks ahead of him as you are starting to turn a little around the natural bend in the street, and eventually he is no longer on your tail. Congratulations.
I am going to kind of find the most densely populated area and start to slow down and make my way towards it, and then eventually, once I kind of get more into the crowd, get off the moped and find a side alley to park her.
All right, make a perception check.
14.
Yeah, you're able to find a decent spot. As you are kind of trying to get cover, I'd say you have a hard time finding anywhere, at least down on this ring, that feels like those surveillance drones wouldn't still be able to see you if they had seen you already. Like if they knew to be following you, while anyone on the ground you've definitely lost. If those drones have known where you are not hiding.
I will drive around as long as I need to until I find a group dense enough to hide away.
Got it. Okay. I will say right around the time where Dovik is getting third degree for being who he is, one of the rats will kind of walk up to Circumference and they'll chat for a moment.
Your companion has evaded the droids. They seem safe.
Ah, shit. That's good.
Has Dovik left yet, or are we still?
I think we were
Yeah,
just still yelling at him.
Yeah, you guys were pretty much just yelling at him. Yeah, he is kind of getting up now. And he'll go,
You got Millie's number. She's gonna know it was me. She's still involved with the Green Lantern. So you clearly seem capable, but watch yourselves, okay? That's not a threat from me. That's just these people do not fuck around because they're sociopaths. They don't care. It's the thing, they just don't fucking care. I'm not. I don't fucking care. It doesn't matter. Thanks for not killing me.
You're welcome.
Anything else?
You're free to go.
All right. Clearly, you know how to find me if you need to ask me anything else. Tell Millie I'm sorry, all right?
I know.
Will you not speak to her before we do?
No. Not Millie and I are on the outs. It's best that way.
I understand.
Oh. You probably don't want to go back to that club. Not for nothing, but Nine Fingers, not the nicest guy. I don't know if he noticed that you were asking questions and talking to certain people, but he's the kind of person to notice questions and talk to certain people. Those mirrors, those are windows. He's got people watching all the time. So I don't know what you were up to as you cased it and found me, but they probably saw you do it. So unless you want to answer the Nine Fingers, maybe stay a ring or two above here. But that's not a threat. Have a good day. Or night, life.
I nod.
climb up.
And then let me know when he's out of sight and out of earshot.
You hear the sewer drain cover back over him.
Elior takes a deep breath and goes, okay. And then he's going to prestidigitate the wall and the ground to get rid of the grime so he can sit down and pull out a knitting project from his bag. Just take a deep breath. He realizes he's in a sewer, so he's hopefully not going to get this thing dirty. He's just going to start knitting. Okay.
I would like to give one of the rats a half of the last mozzarella stick in exchange for a bottle of water. And I want to shocking grasp the water to heat it. And then I'm gonna sort of wander over to Elior and offer him the hot water. Because I'm assuming for some unknown reason you have a cup on you, but I know you have tea.
Yes, and also, that's amazing. I forgot that prestidigitation can also heat things up. This spell is stupid. I don't like.
That's
Yes.
It's just magic. It's
I
just
know.
magic that's magic. Listen,
It's,
it's magic.
it's magic. Elior will
Please
accept
take the
it.
water before the plastic melts.
No, I will, and then I will pour it into my cup, my hibiscus teacup,
Nice.
with the gold rim, and I will put some chamomile tea in it. So I was speaking to the captain, and the leader's name is Fibonacci. Is Fibonacci still there?
Yeah.
Fibonacci. I'm afraid you caught me at a bad time. I am so honored to make your acquaintance.
It is absolutely our pleasure to have you all here. What may we call you all?
I'm Captain Elior Thornwhistle. And this is my crew. Well, most of them. One of them is outrunning the droids right now, but he's safe. I'll let my friends introduce themselves.
Tenebris
One of the. Oh, sorry.
goes on both knees and hands this rat a business card and says, I am Tenebris, emissary of the void, and I am so pleased to meet you.
Oh my. This is absolutely fascinating. Thank you.
These rats.
It is
And then
a true honor to meet you.
she sort of regains the normal composure that you would expect from Tenebris, which is like totally not a 3-year-old, and sort of scoots back, realizing that she's been just a fucking 3-year-old for like the entire sewer trip.
One of the rats that's kind of been hanging out for a while but hasn't said anything will kind of step up and go,
Are you the crew of a spaceship?
Elior nods his head up and down.
and like there's 4 or 5 gasps. And Fibonacci, you can see like we'll put a hand, and he'll go,
So you're from another world.
A bunch of different worlds.
Many? They come from me. I told you, Box.
Are you implying that? Well, Elior goes, I'm so sorry. I wouldn't have even considered. You all have never left the planet.
No. We travel between Solstice Point and Rebma, and occasionally the Outer Banks, but travel past that is unthinkable.
Unthinkable why?
But to be among the stars, it seems so vast.
we have. Fibonacci will kind of.
For us, many things of your world are truly incredible to behold. The possibility of traveling to space was simply something none of us had ever set our sights on.
You, those of you who are in the crew,
Mhm.
Because you've been traveling with Elior now for 2 weeks and have probably picked up on some subtleties, you can see that what that rat just said hit him hard. I understand. I'm so sorry. I'm so rude. Could I interest any of you in some tea?
One or two will speak up and accept the offer.
I will take my saucer and I will pour a little bit of my cup into the saucer and put it down so it's like a communal bowl for them to look out of if they want the tea.
Yeah, they're all very grateful.
I elbow Bjorn and say, gotta introduce yourself too.
Oh, I thought they already kind of got to know me up above. I'm Bjorn.
Yes, it's the watchful one.
Oh, and Suds is here too. I think he's just a bit quiet tonight.
He seems very interested in cleaning. I hope he does not feel it's his place.
No, he likes it. Don't worry about it. I'm sure he's enjoying the interesting smells.
There's like a walkway. We're not just like sloshing through the water the whole way, are
Yes,
we?
you're on a walkway. You're on a walkway.
Okay, thank you.
Yeah. And I will prestidigitate spots for us to sit down if we want to.
I just clued into the fact that our burlap coffee maker might have just been dragging
Soaking in
through the
sewers.
sewage, and I was like, oh.
Yeah, no, I won't speak for him if he's choosing to try and clean the entire sewer system or not. I sort of imagine Sud may have gotten himself lost at some point. I'll let Sean tell us what his adventures necessarily were through these sewers while you talked. But yeah, he is able to go on walkways if he so chooses.
Sorry, continue.
Sud sees the dirtiest sewer. This will be my magnum opus.
This is it, guys.
I live here now.
I don't think I can do much better than this.
I think that just leaves Click.
I'm Click.
Hi, Click.
How's Click / Christina doing?
I'm okay. I'm rage applying for a job right now.
Oh.
Oh no.
It's fine. We're good.
Oh no, because I imagine something necessitated it. But
Don't worry about it.
okay. Gonna give you a heart anyway.
Just
So
let us know if we have to take shits on anyone's front porches.
or desks. That was a poll.
To be fair,
that we-
kids do that a lot more than you'd think they do.
Oh dear.
I was like, you guys, you're competing with kids. Dude, you gotta bump it up a notch.
I can poop more than a 4-year-old, I promise you.
I'm not.
can
But will you do it to yourself and make someone else change it?
and can
That's
you
diabolical.
and
You're
can
the
you
one I
poop,
get
Quote.
up too late at night in Salem.
and can you poop more
That
than
quote.
10?
Go ahead, Ryan.
I'm so sorry, Pat.
I said
I warned you all. I had to be so polite for the past 2 weeks. It's all gone.
All eroded.
I said, but can you poop more than 10 4-year-olds? Anyway, continue.
Yeah, no one
You cannot.
I'm not Clara.
You would be surprised what comes out of those things.
Oh my god.
I somehow am not. David, what were you gonna say?
I said if that quote is not on Ben's tombstone, I'm gonna be very upset.
Well, we got to work on our living will at some point. So there we go. And on his
And I'm
tombstone.
sorry, just
to
because this
engrave.
is being recorded real quick. My parents last year gave us a really nice gift, and it was really wonderful. But if you guys ever decide to have your living will like sorted, Christmas is not the time to tell your children because it sends really mixed signals. Please don't do that at Christmas.
I can see that. I can see
That's a
that.
Halloween event.
It's literally any other day. Like literally any other day.
Yeah.
That's fair.
Now it's recorded and no one's ever gonna forget.
I do
Please
think
don't.
it was Christmas a couple years ago. My dad was like, "I really would love to go through my will with you," and I was like, "And you want to do that right now?"
Yeah, that's
Oh no, they had everything sorted. I have emails of everything is sorted. And I'm like, this is not the time.
Well,
Back to nice rats, please.
Yeah, you've made your introductions, shared some beverages. Anything else you would like to do while rendezvousing with these rats at this time?
This has been pretty stressful for Bjorn, so he's gonna pull out a little cartridge and go, "Can I vape here?"
Oh, of course. The magical mist maker. I love it.
Yeah. I'm inclined to offer you some. I'm just not sure if it would kill you. Here,
Is
I got
it
an
a-
idea. And Bjorn will take a hit and then like breathe just a little bit of it over one of the rats.
Yeah, they'll when you say that
we're gonna hotbox the rat.
one will go,
The rats.
I saw sleeves will do it, and this kind of big, like heavy rat will kind of go over.
Yeah, man, I'll try anything once.
And
Yes. Making a note of my sausages.
yeah, he just takes in that cloud. He loves it. He will cough, double over a little bit.
Oh, whoa. Yeah. Circumference, we gotta get some of those. That's next month's goal. Gotta get a mystic.
Of all the things I thought would happen tonight, getting a rat pie was not one of them.
Can I ask who brought the jade comb?
Yeah, Fibonacci will go,
Oh, yes, that is from our prized collection of upper world artifacts. We thought, given the transaction, it was an adequate offering to make in return for such a kind and generous thing that you had left for us and our clan. Is it suitable, or was that misguided?
No, it is. It is wonderful. I have half a mozzarella stick. Would you like it?
Oh, I mean, absolutely. That's Jesus, maybe the best thing on your entire world.
Truly. Okay, I've got rid of all my mozzarella sticks now, so I don't have to worry about them getting cold or awful in my bag. Thank you.
anything else you'd like to do with these rats at this time?
We're gonna negotiate with them later, right? This is just the short rest.
Yeah, they gave you a sending stone to say, hey, you guys are running from police
You
right
up?
now, and one of your friends literally ran away on a moped. When you guys are maybe feeling a little more comfortable and have some time, give us a call and we'd be happy to chat.
I think that's about it.
Yeah, that's
Cool.
it for now.
All right. Levi, would you like to do anything after getting your decent cover and laying low? You get a good feel for about 10-15 minutes. No one is coming to crash the area that you're in. You head back to the hotel. Or yeah, what
Before
would
I
you like to
do-
do? Sorry.
Yeah, I would like to both Spike and I would like to kind of further investigate that inky blob that we passed.
Absolutely. Yeah, you make your way back in towards the inner circle, and you look down towards the abyss. You can see that darkness. You're looking for that glint, the thing that caught your eye. Make a perception check.
Six.
You stare into the abyss. All three eyes. And it's tough. the flow of the water against this shield holding it out. Every once in a while makes it look like one of those shapes, but there is such a definitive form. It's so strange, none you can really make out. Really just random shapes, random thoughts. Not to the degree of like, hey, that's my parents fighting, but like something there.
Can I
Willing
try
it.
something?
Yeah, absolutely.
Levi's gonna close his eyes. Spike's eye is gonna remain open, and Levi's just going to kind of put his hand out, and you'll see tendrils like creep down his arm, and like very slowly kind of start to come out, almost like looking like it is reaching towards that abyss. You said it was coming from like a pond or something, like a.
So the form of the city is like this cone, and in the final ring, there's a hole in the middle, effectively, that for all the other rings you would expect to go down to the next one. Here there is, yeah,
Gotcha.
it looks like a pond because it is where the water from the ocean is being pushed down, and clearly, like the walls and ceiling, this is where that barrier is. It just happens to be effectively a water feature there.
Gotcha. Okay. I will still do that though. And have Levi and Spike kind of reach out, see what sort of response we get.
All right, make an Arcana check.
Arcana.
I'll say, because I've never liked exactly how this works out, I will say make a charisma-based Arcana check. So use your charisma if you have Arcana proficiency at that. But you're a charisma caster. It doesn't make sense to make your Arcana check based on the skill you don't use.
That does make a lot of sense. I've never thought of that before.
That is a rule in 5e. You can do that.
Oh
Yeah,
no,
you
I've
can-
done the thing where you like swap around a check a bit, but that's like a specific thought I hadn't had. That's so smart.
You have to say no, Pat, but that gives me ideas.
No.
No.
Now it's over, right when Ryan starts to get ideas.
You're
You
broken
know.
enough.
Wait, you mean I can't use my charisma for insight?
So if this counts as a charisma, then what did you get, Levi? Well done.
23.
Fuck yeah. Looking with your own eyes, there's something that's just not quite catching. Something that was there, something that maybe had to come from your peripheral to really get in there, like a magic eye puzzle. But as you reach out with this energy that you've gained from Spike, this new feeling, it's almost like you see in a different filter. Things don't change, things aren't different, but they're almost crisper. And you see there in the water, you can almost see more of it now, more of a body, more of a form to this figure. And again, it's strange the way it moves with the water, the way you can see it now. There is substance to it, but it blends almost. It's of the water. It almost feels like it is the water, but somehow a separate entity of water that sits within, that's able to move itself and somehow have just enough corporealness to it to notice it. The darkness, that's tough. You don't know. It's not doing that even here, even as you're able to catch that thing, and it's shifting sort of amorphous, irregular patterns, these asymmetrical faces. But that darkness still doesn't come back. It still doesn't seem like something anyone is able to notice the first ring, the second ring. There's not people. It's not like crowds are gathering around this wild thing that's happening. But even again, as you see it here through this third eye, it's so enticing. It's so hard to not continue to watch. Make a wisdom saving throw.
I choose to fail it.
Oh dear.
The tendrils that come out, you are hundreds of feet away. You're an entire ring away from that water. It's as if they're reaching out to touch something, though. Not a barrier, but there's something physical almost that it can feel. Something reaching back out towards it. Towards Spike. Spike. This is something familiar. I haven't. This shouldn't be possible.
Who is that talking?
That's Spike.
Oh, okay.
Sorry. That shouldn't be there, Levi. It's not there. Not really. Not in this. Well, not completely in this dimension.
Like you?
Very similar to me. More the antithesis. That's
So we
not a
shouldn't.
being. That's a vessel. Levi, Spike is so different in you than
Hi.
days ago.
Oh,
Not right now. I mean, there is a strangeness, but this new power, this new formation of how Spike acts. You're still learning how this cohabitation is really working, but an unmistakable pang of fear, true horror, starts to build and grow within Spike. Those tentacles unwillfully begin to retract. No.
What is it?
Levi, that's an Acephalos ship.
what?
And that's where we're gonna end the session.
Oh no.
boy.
Well,
Curiosity killed the cat.
No, it was
He's fine.
it was Gemini.
no.
The whole rat thing. Chef's kiss.
Dude, I'm so pumped that you spotting those rats last session. That was like,
Dude,
awesome.
the Void does not know, but they just got the strongest ally, and I'm the best fucking emissary that has ever emissaried Bjorn. And it's all because of you.
I appreciate that. My struggle is, do I invite them on the ship? Because they would be so happy, and yet they'd be
The
in so
answer
much
is-
danger.
Absolutely yes.
Cannot sacrifice these sweet beings until we are safe.
I want to be clear. There will be an open invitation for them to join the ship once we're in, if they feel comfortable and when we feel they can come. So
Can you imagine Click needs to run repairs, but she can't get to the location, so she just has like little rats like put wires together for her.
I have Beetle for that.
Yeah,
Also,
but you can
now I have a
Beetle
team of
and
rats too.
Yeah, multitask.
Three or four rats ratting on Beetle to go solve a problem.
Someone boards the ship and they don't expect just like rats to jump down from the ceiling and attack them.
We could train one so that Beetle can go farther. You know, like when Beetle was gonna drive the moped, but we weren't sure like if it got caught and then we wouldn't be able to communicate with it. You wouldn't have to get it to do it on its own because the rat could drive it.
Yeah.
That's true.
We're gonna have so many creative applications for a horde of rats.
And Garsner is still just Garsner's the comedy relief.
Yeah.
Every
Fuck
like
Garsner.
10
No
episodes
one likes
or
Garsner.
so.
Speaking of
They
Just
drink all of our
episodes.
booze.
This is great.
Yeah, we just get sort of like a commercial break sized recap of what he's been doing.
Yeah,
It's just
we'll
fucking
start.
vibing.
We'll start next session off with. Here's what's been
Everybody loves
happening on the
Garsner.
ethereal arc the past 3 days since you guys have been gone.
God, I was
how drunk can
rewriting
Garsner
my
get?
notes.
I literally
you-
just finished the application right now.
Oh my
I'm
god.
ready to play
Perfect
D&D now, guys.
Hey,
If it wasn't like the job that I really wanted, I would have just left it for tomorrow.
They're done.
I respect it.
It's like at an outdoor school.
Oh. Kind of love that. I mean, not kind of. I really do love it. But
and I don't know what that is.
So they have like a 27-acre campus, so they do have like indoor classrooms, but a lot of your education is like out in the forest. So you like take your class out into the forest and like do hiking
And then-
with them, and
So fucking
like,
cool.
Yeah, it's fucking
Yeah.
awesome.
well.
After the week I have had at work, I saw that and was like, I need to apply for that right
Yeah.
now.
Absolutely, yes. We don't have those here, what the fuck, but yes, that would be awesome.
I love that for you. And also, I'm so sorry that your work has left you feeling that way this week.
Me fucking too. But they're gonna have to do it.
Again, listen. If you need me to start eating Raisin Bran one morning, just say the word.